When it drops, ooh, I can't take my eyes off it. Moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it. So don't stop, stop. Under the lights when everything goes. Nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move where you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel the good, good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. Stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. I can't stop the feeling. Yeah. So keep dancing. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. I can't stop the. 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 Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel the good, good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. Everybody say. I can't stop the feeling. Oh, no, I can't stop the feeling. I can't stop the feeling in my body. Break it down. Got this feeling in my body. Can't stop the feeling. Got this feeling in my body. Can't stop the feeling. Got this feeling in my body. Come on.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Saturday brand advocate training. We're so grateful each and every one of you are here with us today. My name is Kristen Ludlow. I'm a National Vice President Premier with Pet Club 24/7. And I got started with this company, goodness, 8 years ago. And it by far has been the best decision that I've ever made in my life, because not only have we been able to help save a lot of animals and a lot of people and change their lives for the better and be a voice for those that don't have one, but at the same time, by just redirecting a lot of the spending that's already happening anyway, we've been able to put so many families in much more positive situations. So it's truly been a blessing to be part of this movement that's gone through the country, now spreading out into the world. And an army of advocates like yourselves are stepping up, saying enough is enough. We're locking arms and we're being the change that we want to see in the world. It is so powerful, the work that we're doing. So we are grateful, whether you're brand new and you're just getting started and you're trying to learn what those next steps are, kind of get acclimated to the Pet Club 24/7 culture and what we're all about, or whether you've been with us for a long time and you're just continuing to jump on, learn as much as you can, hone your skills. Whatever the reason you're here, we're glad that you're here, and we're so thankful that you're giving us your time and your attention this morning, because those are the most valuable things that you own. So we really appreciate your heart and for giving us that. So today we're going to do our brand advocate training. We're going to start off with a couple of announcements, and then we're going to turn it over to our Regional Director Premier, Mr. Kurt Weeks, who's going to share the gravity of some of the timing and the trends that's happening and how perfectly positioned you are right now by deciding to enroll with Pet Club 24/7. And then Miss Diana Musgrave, who's a Regional Vice President Premier, is going to go over more of the products and how to share stories about them and give you some more details on the product line. And then National Vice President Premier, Mr. Kurt Ludlow, my very handsome husband, will be going over the rewards program, what that structure looks like. And then at the end, I will go ahead and close it out by sharing with you how to launch new brand advocates and influencers in your team so that everybody gets started right. So we are very excited for what today's going to hold. I'll go ahead and kick it off with just a couple of announcements. The first is we have our new documentary that's available. You can either watch it by going into your app, and the very first category, peaking videos, it's the first video from passion to purpose. Now, here's a little tip about the app. They are constantly adding new content to it and making enhancements to it. So every single time that I open the app, I touch the screen and I pull down, and it loads all of the current content. So even if it's the same day, if I was just in the app an hour ago, I still go in, I hold the screen, I pull it down, and I load it so that I know that I have all of the current information. So if you haven't watched this documentary yet, I highly recommend watching it so that you know what you're sharing with people. It's really powerful. Now more than ever, I think it's important that people are very intentional with where they're spending their money and who and what they're supporting. And this documentary shares the Pet Club 24/7 story with them so they know who we are, not just what we offer, which is also powerful, but also who we are, what we stand for, and how we even got started. Because from the very beginning, this company has been an inspired company and a blessed company, and has been an answer to prayer in so many ways, right from the very beginning. So that documentary is very, very powerful. I highly encourage you to watch it and start sharing it with people that you care about, because it could potentially change their lives. And we also have our Power of Three bonus. This is our brand influencer promotion. So if you have enrolled as a brand influencer and gotten that designation, meaning that you either purchased our $199 pack, our $499 pack, or our $999 pack, or our pet nutrition certification course, you have 30 days to complete this structure and become a regional manager, and you're able to earn a $300 bonus. So if you personally find 3 SmartShip customers, and you also personally enroll 3 other brand advocates in 3 separate teams who each find their 3 personal SmartShip customers, to see the power of 3, it's a little theme going on. Then you are able to earn that $300 bonus. And this is on top of all of your other bonuses and commissions. So I love this. It's a very generous promotion, and it helps people start building in the proper way. Because the power of 3, with only 3 teams, you're able to achieve anything that you like with this company and maximize the rewards program, which is really exciting. Now, don't be upset if you're already a brand influencer and you're saying, wow, I want to take advantage of that Power 3 bonus too. Well, guess what? You're able to earn $300 for every 3 brand advocates you personally enroll who achieve this Power of 3 bonus. So by empowering and equipping others to get started right and get started strong, you're also able to earn a bonus along with them. So this is really incredible. Please check out this bonus, and you can read all of the qualifying details. You can find it in your back office. You can find it in the resource library in your back office, on your app, and also on our training site, petsystemguide.com. That's a very comprehensive training site that we put together. Again, that's petsystemguide.com. We'll talk a little bit more about that at the end. But these are some great announcements that we're so excited about. And you guys, the timing and the trends with Pet Club 24/7 are truly special. And I hope you guys feel and are able to absorb the gravity of what you have, or let me rephrase that, how you've positioned yourself by saying yes to Pet Club 24/7, by saying yes to becoming a voice for those that don't have one, and help us change the way that pets and people are treated. Because what's easy to opt into is also easy to opt out of. And our barrier of entry is so low with Pet Club 24/7. Literally anybody who has a passion or a vision can get started with us for less than $15 a month, which most business owners know that just the softwares for your company alone are a lot more than $15 a month. So because it's so simple and easy to get started, I don't know if people truly understand how powerfully positioned they are. So I'm so grateful for Regional Director Premier, Mr. Kurt Weeks, who's going to share with you the power of the timing and trends right now. So thank you, Kurt. Kurt and his wife are not only incredibly knowledgeable people, They become experts at whatever they set their mind to. But bigger than that, they are just servants. They will do anything. They're those people that you can call at 2 in the morning if you have a flat tire, and they'll be like, I'm on my way. And that love and that support just pours out of them. And so thank you, Kurt, and thank you, Gail, for being a part of this. And thank you for jumping on today to teach us about the timing and the trends.
Oh my gosh, I am so honored to be here with you, Kristen, and to be able to share with the group around everything. My purpose is really to enlighten and enrich those lives of people and the pets that are around us. And I love being able to do that. Kristen, I love where you come from. You are a powerhouse amongst powerhouses, so grounded, so open, and so sharing. I'm going to tell a little story about how we got started with all of this before we get into timings and trends, and I am flipping excited to share with you about that. But back about mm, many years ago, 6, almost 7 years ago or so, um, my girl Zenta was a big husky. She had 7 lumps on her about the size of my fist and couldn't walk. I was carrying her out to the bathroom. She was blind. Uh, she had an infused backbone from the autoimmune disease that was going on for her. And literally, when she would go for out for a walk, she would lose the bottoms of her paw pads, and just imagine losing the bottoms of your feet. And this is where Zenta was. Her fur was coming out. She was 14 years old. She looked like she was ancient. And we brought her into the vet like we did every single time something would come up. And the vet said, look, she's old. You can go ahead and put her down. And that's a tough day in a pet parent's life. And my wife and I brought Zenta home, and we posted this out on social media and said, we're going to say goodbye to Zenta. If you want to say goodbye, she gets anything she wants. She has a schedule. And friends came over, and really angels in our life, and my friend Kurt Ludlow and Kristen, and they said, hey, look, just try this biscuit, has a mushroom in it. I didn't know anything about them. I had a medicine cabinet full and a pantry cabinet full of foods, treats, toys, empty medicine bottles that we had bought from the vet over years and years of time, and we were still in this spot. And I said, if she likes it, she can have it. And she started eating the biscuits, and within 4 days, she jumps on the couch. Now, mind you, she hadn't been on the couch in many, many years. I yelled at my wife. I said, come in here, take a look at this. And my wife proceeds to go, she can't get on the couch on her own. I go, I didn't put her here. She got here on her own. And I reach over to touch her, and she's letting me pet her all the way down her back. I get on the phone with my friend, and I said, what did you give my dog, and how do I get more? And that's how we got started with all of this. Since then, my wife with autoimmune disease, she's been on no medications now for the past 4 years, or past 2 years. It's been absolutely amazing. She was diagnosed with 5 major autoimmune diseases. I lost 65 pounds with it all. Those are all stories that we'll share later. My pleasure is to get to share with you the timings and trends and open the door around this. So we're going to walk through timings and trends here. And so if you could step into a business, just one business, and it was blowing up, that would be a winning combination. Wouldn't you agree? Right. And so here we're looking at timings and trends around the pet business, and we're literally looking at 3 different huge businesses that are blowing up underneath of us, if you would. And this literally is like a rising tide that will rise the ships that want to float with it. And one is the pet business, the other is the autoimmune industry, and it's just blowing up in the coffee industry. So we're going to touch base a little bit about this, being at the right time with the right people, with the right system is the key around all of this. And I get to share with you around the right time. So let's touch base a little bit about the timings around the pet business. The pet business has literally been blowing up. 2020, it went from $100 billion to $109.6 billion. And this is not me sharing this with you. This is people much, much smarter than me. They're looking at what's going on in the pet business, and they're seeing this explosion that's ending up happening in the pet business. In my mind's eye, I can see $1 million. I've seen it living in Vegas. We've seen it sitting up there. It fits in a nice suitcase and that sort of stuff. We dream about it, what it can do for us. But $1 billion was hard for me to grasp. And so understanding $1 billion actually fits in a semi-tractor, front to back, side to side, pallets of $100 bills that are there. And that's $1 billion. And the pet industry grew by $10 billion in 1 year. Now, how does that relate in the next few years? Where's the growth going? Well, in 2023, it went to $147 billion. So there's plenty of money that's rolling into the pet business. How does that compare with other industries that are out there? The weight loss industry, the beauty industry, and the skincare industry are all massive industries, and they have two things that are there that are key around what we do. Number one, they're not growing quite as fast as what the pet industry is doing. Number two, there's lots and lots of competition. And so if you look at the pet industry, there's so much more potential for growth that's wrapped around that. And so what's going on in the pet industry that's different than other industries that are there? And Morgan Stanley is sitting there and saying, look, the trend of the pet industry is it will literally triple by 2030. Ladies and gentlemen, 2030 is coming whether we want to or not. This tide is rising. And what's going on? AlphaWise actually did a survey and said the 18 to 34-year-olds, those folks that are out there are looking to get an animal in the next few years. And they're not willing to listen to the same old thing that we've listened to in advertising, saying that this is what you need to feed your dog. This is what you need to give your cat. This is what you need to do. And they're increasing the annual household spending for their animals. And it's not just here in the United States, it's globally. Now, literally $500 million by 2030 is going to be spent every single year in the pet industry. So here's the question that I have for you. Is a $500 million business something that you can reach into and build something for yourself from wrapped around? It's growing whether we want to or not. All we need to do is grow with it. And that is what is making things so flippin' exciting for me. So how does this relate back to us? Where is the good timing for us, and where, being there with the right people and the right system? So what's ended up happening in the pet industry is we already know pet owners are willing to pay more to target their pets' dietary needs. This is huge. The other thing that's happening in the pet industry is the pet industry has shifted to a click and ship scenario. They want we want the convenience of having this delivered to the door. And so this industry has blown up over COVID and gives us the in of having this beautiful way of being able to make a connection with people and literally blowing up our business wrapped around that. So let's talk a little bit about immunotherapy. Immunotherapy, if you haven't sat around the water cooler and talked about how to change things in your diet, or change things with exercise, or change things with this to be able to ward off the flu or ward off the cold, or all of those things, I don't know what you're talking about around the water cooler. Just absolutely amazing, the conversations that are drummed up around that. And this business is blowing up. People are shedding off the idea that the same old is good, and they're looking for something that will improve their lives. And we have the product that'll be able to do that through the mushrooms. We'll talk a little bit more about that, but here you see the growth in the immunotherapy industry, and the immunotherapy industry around something that's sustainable and something that's natural and healthy is blowing up as well. So the coffee industry is something that I never thought that I would be involved in. And the coffee industry has been massive. I thought there's no potential for growth in the coffee industry. It's a multi-million dollar, billion-dollar industry. Coffee drinkers like my mom will drink 3, 4, 5 cups of coffee a day. And this is a massive industry. I didn't realize it's $100 billion industry. And so where's it going? They're actually looking, as the growth is going, to grow 5 to 7% as we go through the next couple of years. Here's to 2025. It's going to keep growing. Now, what's going on in the coffee industry is the same thing that's ended up happening in the pet food industry, where people are sick and tired of getting the same old coffee, the same old taste, the same old yuck that they're getting, belly aches, those things, and they're not knowing where their coffee is literally coming from with all the chemicals and pesticides and those things that are there. So we'll talk a little bit more about that, but people want something fresh. They want something dry roasted. They don't want something that's been sitting on the shelf for a long period of time. And that just being in the coffee industry rises the tide for all the ships that are willing to float. And we have the ability to be in all three. Now, talk about a product that works. Absolutely excited to be able to introduce to you Miss Diana Musgrave. Here's a business-minded woman with a heart of gold. I love where she comes from about being able to share the products, and she knows what is going on in the marketplace. And Diana, share with me, if you would, give me, I'm blown away about the timings and trends with what's going on for us. Tell me a little bit about your experience, and I'm looking forward to you talking about products that work.
Thank you so much, Mr. Weeks. You have a good friend to us in the last 6 years, and we knew you before, but now on this journey together, we thank you so much. And, you know, we love that Zenta is like the poster child for the beginning of this in the dog world. And I kind of feel like I might be the poster child for the human world. And we'll talk a little bit about that, but thank you again for you and who you are. Oh my gosh, so much to share, so much to share. I have one of the most incredible testimonials today that I will get to in just a few seconds. So here we go. How did I get involved in this company? Well, I got involved with this company because I had a dog. I had a dog that I loved more than life. I had a dog that was trouble, but I wanted to keep him around forever. And when we saw the product line, and I had a long history in the pet industry, so I know the pet product, I know the pet industry. I literally looked at this and said, wait, what? We have a mushroom that can help our animals and keep them around longer? Yeah, I'm in. And that started our journey. So we're going to start with a quick video, and then we're going to go on into a little bit more.
If you love your pets the way that we love our pets, and I'm sure you do, you want them to live longer, healthier, happier lives. So what we've noticed is that too many of our pets over the last couple of decades have been getting cancers and sicknesses, tumors, crazy things that have developed on an exponential scale. You see, we found that the foods and the treats that are being fed to our pets that are supposed to be good for them are exactly what has been causing these ailments, contributing to the lack of health in most of our pets, contributing to shorter lives, and contributing to these terrible ailments. We wanted to fix all that. We wanted to be a voice for those that don't have a voice. So we started our company, Pet Club 24/7, as a solution to these problems. And we're educating pet parents on why these changes need to be made urgently. If you knew of a website where you could shop and find affordable pet treats and foods that were healthier for your pets, combining natural supplements with human-grade whole foods in human-grade kitchens with no sugars, no fillers, and no preservatives, would you more than likely buy some of those products? What if you found really good products on that website that could help your pets and help you live longer, healthier, and happier lives? We have countless testimonials telling what our products are doing for both pets and other people.
We took Scout on a walk about a week after we started using the mush puppies, and he would walk the entire way. It's just been completely amazing. He's a new dog. He's 11 years old, just happy. He's more energetic. We lost our boxer Yankee about a year and a half ago, and it was really hard on us. Imagine if you could have your best friend around one more day or one more week or even one more year.
It makes us feel really good that the food and treats that we give him have healthy ingredients in them because we want him to be around for a really long time. Our previous dog was a lab, and we fed him in bulk, and we would just get his food from the big box grocery stores. Unfortunately, that food wasn't very healthy for him, and he ended up getting cancer and passing away. So we didn't want to make that mistake with Bubba, so we were really fortunate to find Pet Club and find some really healthy food for him to eat so we can keep this guy around as long as we can.
I really love Pet Club 247, especially because of my dog Mercedes. She's a German Shepherd and Rottie mixture. And those types of dogs have stomach issues and also arthritis issues. Now, through giving her mush puppies, within 2 weeks, she was jumping up on the bed, she was acting like a brand new dog, and I don't even give her any pain medication anymore. She doesn't throw up anymore. So we're just so happy that her last years of her life, she's going to be happy as well. My horse Braveheart, he was losing weight, he was losing color and kind of losing his stamina. So we started giving him the mush ponies, and within 2 months, he started gaining his weight back.
Mush ponies are so exciting for us because we have a mounted patrol officer here in Boulder City. Odie's a 19-year-old horse. He suffers from Cushing's. Cushing's affects the way he walks. We started Odie on mush ponies, and 4 days later, his owner called us and said, "I can't believe how much better he's walking." 3 weeks later, Odie was filmed in Las Vegas with Shania Twain walking the strip like a champ.
Precious has a very large lump. It's going down in size over the last couple weeks that we've been using it. Allergies in her eyes that used to leave really long tracks down her face no longer are there, and her eyes no longer look cloudy. They're very clear, and she has lots of energy. I'm really impressed with this product.
I introduced the Mush Puppy treats to my dog. He's a very old dog. He's been a lot more energetic. He's definitely improved a lot.
She's 16 years old, and 2 years ago, we got a diagnosis for Zenta as her podpads were peeling off, that she has an autoimmune disease. The vet said we can just go ahead and relieve her of her miseries now. And so we just didn't feel like it was time. A great friend came by and said, "Look, I think that this might be helpful for Zenta." Within a week, we were already backing down on her medications. Here we are today. Zenta is completely medicine-free. 2 years later, she just went on a desert hike with us yesterday for 5 miles and did absolutely amazing. We're so grateful to Pet Club 24/7 for giving her absolute quality of life over these last 2 years. It's been amazing, and we can't wait to see what's in store for us in the future.
She had some issues up and down the stairs, getting in her favorite chair. About 2 weeks after using the mush puppies, she jumped in that chair and never missed a beat. I am convinced and 100% happy that we started using these products because you can see in her face, in her eyes, that she's just happy and she's not in pain, and she runs through the yard like she's a puppy again.
Roxanne was set to be euthanized because she had to have her back legs removed. We found out that Roxanne was in complete kidney failure. I started giving Roxanne the Bucky Bites, the Mush Puppies, and I have her blood work done every year because we want to monitor what stage she was in the kidney failure. Well, this year, I was so excited because Roxanne actually is not in kidney failure anymore. I really plan on having her a lot longer. And she feels so good now, I can actually take her in her wheelchair to the end of my driveway and back, which is a pretty long driveway. And before, she really couldn't even stay in it for more than, 5 minutes. So she's going to be around a long time.
That's powerful. Pets and their owners really love them. Now, more than ever, people are looking for scientifically proven immune supplements. Now, more than ever, people want to understand what's in the foods, treats, and toys that they're giving their pets because they are watching them suffer and feeling discouraged about what they can do to help them. Let me just say that our products are proprietary to us, extremely effective, scientifically proven by universities, and found only at Pet Club 24/7.
You know, when I see this and hear this, it just reminds me every time the words proprietary. That's critical. You know, when we talk about getting people on our SmartShip program, one of the things we need to make sure you tell them is that if they run out, it's not like they can just run down to the store and get this. So it is important that we understand that you can't get these anywhere else but through a distributor or maybe a small pet boutique or a grooming store that has been set up to offer our products. With our animals, you can't fool them. It's either going to work or it isn't. You're going to see results or you aren't. You can't convince them that something's working if it isn't. It just doesn't work that way. So I have such a great testimonial about the human products, but I have a couple of good ones about mushroom therapy too. You know, a lot of people will say to me, Diana, how do you get so many customers? Because I have a lot. And I'm not like this big podcaster with all this audience. I'm just a normal person out there who's talking to people. And the thing is, I talk to everyone. If I see a dog, I walk right up to that dog. I get down on the ground and I ask the dog, wow, look at you, how cute you are. What's your name? And it's amazing. The dog answers from up above. And then I ask how old it is. And again, the dog answers from up above. But right then I've learned, first of all, I know the breed, learn your breeds, really important because every breed has specific issues. But also, I know if it's a young dog or an old dog and how I can then talk to the owner. My next thing I usually say is, what a good pup. Have you heard of mushroom therapy? And the people will look at me and go, oh no, or oh yeah, I take mushrooms, or oh yeah, I've been hearing a lot about mushrooms. And then I start talking a little bit about what's going on with the pup. What's going on with your pup? How is your pup? If he's 14 or 15 years old, I know he's old. I know he needs our super sauce. If he's a young pup, brand new pup, I know that he's developing a body, he's growing a body, and he needs the extra reinforcement that this mushroom can give to create a solid foundation for that dog's senior years. So right there, I know where to go to start talking about the dog, our product. So Mush Puppies Plus, what are they? They are absolutely life-enhancing biscuits disguised as treats. I love saying that because I'm not a big treat person, but life-enhancing biscuits disguised as treats. What's the difference? The difference is 50% more of the Coriolus versicolor mushroom. So we bake the Coriolus versicolor mushroom into a biscuit. We use no wheat, no soy, no corn, no preservatives. And it also is a little bit hard, so it can help with tartar control. These biscuits also have naturally sourced glucosamine, chondroitin, and keratin. For our older pups, it's going to help so much with their joints and their movement. Just like you heard Kurt say in the beginning, they saw their dog jump up on the couch. I can't tell you how many hundreds of times I have gotten a phone call where someone said, oh my gosh, my dog's doing things he hadn't done for years. And that's exactly the messages that we love to get. But it's because what we're giving them is helping their immune system, helping them feel better, and it's helping their joints and their hips. A, the inflammation from the mushroom is being controlled, and B, the glucosamine, chondroitin, and keratin is actually helping to lubricate the joints and make them feel better. If it's a smaller dog or an older dog or a really sick dog, I love to recommend, or a cat, our special sauce. Now, why do I love this product so much? Well, first of all, it's a handmade gravy, and I love it. It's also very affordable. And for the smaller pups who probably don't have teeth, because genetically most of these small breeds lose their teeth when they get old, it's easier for them to eat. It also has the glucosamine, chondroitin, and keratin, again, going to help its joints. But it's also got a little bit of extra skin and coat support with some minerals and emollients, which is really good for these older, less than healthy dogs. When they're older, they just need a little boost. We also have our mush ponies, which, as you heard, we've had some amazing stories about what this can do for our equine friends. I've had horses with diarrhea, nonstop diarrhea, where after 24 hours on this, they had solid poop. For our big dogs, this is a great affordable way for them to go. The difference is that it's flavored with apples and carrots as opposed to peanut butter. Now treats, okay, treats. But I still don't call them treats. We have Mojos. These are for cats and dogs. Oh my gosh, they love them. Cats and dogs, And we got chickens on them. We've got a roadrunner on it. We've got all kinds of little critters on this. It's just a little tiny piece of beef, freeze-dried liver, hand cut, covered in the Coriolus versicolor mushroom. So it's got all the wonderful energy value that the liver is going to give them and the benefits of the mushroom in the Coriolus versicolor mushroom. And I didn't really touch much on the super sauce for cats. Super sauce for cats is amazing. If you've got a cat that is older, or if you've got a cat who's young, it doesn't matter. This is going to give them extra support. Now, with cats, you have to give them a couple of exposures because cats are a little finicky and sometimes they won't eat something if they're not sure what it is. So again, don't just, give it to them and expect they're going to eat it the first time. It's going to take a little bit. You might have to disguise it a little until they understand it and until they get used to it. And then it becomes familiar and then they can't get enough. And I love this. I love this about our product is that the cats just absolutely love it. Now, let's go to the pet balm. Such a great product. We have a great testimonial where a dog had this fungus all over its nose. They tried everything. They were actually getting ready to put the dog on a steroid. And they just couldn't figure out what was going on with the dog. We put this on the pup. And within about 2 days, all of his little nose started peeling off and flaking off. And all this beautiful new skin was exposed. And the owners called and said, oh my gosh, the dog's better. We also put it on paw pads or noses that are crusty and hard. It's so wonderful because it has shea butter and arrowroot and hemp oil and a little reishi mushroom and some coconut oil in it. It's such a great product. And I just love everything about that. And then our Chill Doggies, which is not a mushroom product, but this is a product that is really great for anxiety, fear, separation issues. It is so good because it's filled with wonderful herbs like passion flower and rosemary, lemon balm, and then it has lion's mane for cognitive issues, which is also going to help calm the dog down. And catnip. Believe it or not, catnip for dogs is a complete opposite of catnips for cats. So I love, love, love the Chill Doggies. I'm getting so many wonderful responses from people. If you've got an older animal that maybe is experiencing a little bit of dementia or maybe a little bit of aggressiveness because he's getting older and cranky, I usually go right to the mushroom first to say, let's get the inflammation in his bones and body down, and let's get the hips and joints a little relief so he feels better. And then let's put him on a little Chill Doggies so that we can calm him down a little bit and let him just not be so reactive. Now I'm going to go to the human story. Oh my gosh, have I got a story for you guys. So our flagship product is our mushroom. We call it the Coriolus versicolor mushroom, which is the proper terminology. It's generically known as turkey tail, but I think we owe it the respect by calling it what it is, the Coriolus versicolor mushroom. Now, let me tell you this story today. I got this report. It's about a man named Barry. Barry had stage 4 prostate cancer diagnosed in 2018. He was told that with conventional treatments, he probably wouldn't make it 3 years. He had withered away down to 120 pounds. He was in pretty bad shape. The cancer had metastasized into his liver, his bones, his lymph nodes, and his lungs. They started some traditional treatments, and at the end of 2023, he was still with us, not doing great, and his scans came back. I have all of the lab work that he still had widespread blastic, metastasized, etc. He still had mild tracers throughout his prostate, and it wasn't good. It said that the size had slightly decreased, but it was still predominant. They started him in 2023 on our Coriolus versicolor human product, the Enforce. They sent me the CAT scan results from last week on the 20th of the month. And it says, prostate, no focal trace. Lymph nodes, no focal trace. Skeletor, no focal trace. CT lungs, clear. Other PET scan findings are none. None. They end this little note to me with Barry is nearly able to say he's cancer-free. He's not showing any signs, and he is feeling fantastic. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for leading us to you and Pet Club 24/7 and the Coriolis versicolor mushroom. Guys, this is why we do what we do. These types of things never get old. Now, can we say we cured him? No, of course we can't. What can we say? We can say that the Coriolis versicolor mushroom supported his immune system, and his immune system went to work and did the job. That's what we can say. So let's talk about these products and how do we offer them? First of all, we have what we call the core mushroom product, the green bottle, the yellow bottle. These are the core mushrooms, the Coriolis versicolor mushroom. And one has the reishi mushroom added for extra heart support, blood pressure support, and cholesterol support. So when you are talking to anyone about anything that they would like to deal with in their body, we are not offering cures. We are not veterinarians. We are not doctors. We are just people with a product that supports the immune system, whether it's in our animals or whether it's in people. So for people, we immediately go to one or the other. That's our core product. Then from there, we can offer the supportive mushrooms, whether it is the Clarity with the blue bottle, which is the lion's mane, which is great for cognitive issues. We've seen some amazing reports coming back on Parkinson's and epilepsy. We've also, as Mr. Weeks said, it helped him with his weight loss. But the Clarity is more for the neurological side of it. And then we have the Shield, which is the shiitake. And I love the word shield. It is just doing that. It is shielding the body. It is helping protect the body. There's so much stuff going around out there. The Restore product is for liver and pancreas support. And I'll tell you a quick story about my situation. Most of you who know me know that I was diagnosed with cancer right at the beginning of COVID, and it was colon cancer. And the prognosis was really scary. I could not be operated on until a board decided that I was worthy of it. So I had nothing in my toolbox except the green bottle, the bottle of Coriolis versicolor mushroom. Normal dosage for our core mushrooms is 1 per 50 pounds for normal maintenance. I was no way normal at that point, so I tripled it. I took 10 a day. Why? Because I wanted to slap my immune system into submission. I wanted to wake it up. I wanted to give it all the support that it needed to fight what was happening in my body. 30 days later, I was approved for surgery. I went in for pre-op blood work. I got a call from the oncology department. They wanted to do an emergency video with me. Pretty scary when you get something like that. And here was my doctor with a big smile on his face saying, "What are you doing?" He said, "You're in remission. You are in remission." And I told him about the mushroom. Thank goodness I have an incredible doctor who has said to me, "Look, you know, I don't know anything about this mushroom, but send me all the information. We still think you need to do chemo. It is a very aggressive cancer, and the reoccurrence rate is 40% versus 10% with chemo as opposed to without." I didn't want to play that game. 40% reoccurrence versus 10% reoccurrence. I did 6 months of hard chemo. What I've learned is that Sloan Kettering has done a ton of reports on how the Coriolis versicolor mushroom complements chemotherapy. During chemotherapy, as every single cell in my body was being ravaged and destroyed by chemotherapy and by bone density, my body had the support, the immune system had the support that it needed to rebuild as fast as it was being destroyed. I ended up, after 6 months of chemotherapy, in better shape than I went in. My bone deck scan improved. I went from osteoporosis to non-osteoporosis. My blood work had improved. I am 1 month away from the 5-year mark, which actually means I can use the word CURED. I am so excited to be there, but I believe with every fiber of my being that if my immune system had not been given the support that it needed through the Coriolis versicolor mushroom, I would probably be in a very different place, and we would probably be having a different conversation. What do we have for our kiddos? We have cookies and we have gummies. Oh my gosh, I don't have any gummies because somebody came and picked them up for me the other day. Gummies are so amazing for the kiddos, and so are the cookies. They can pick and choose what they want that tastes yummy and that they want to take, which is going to help support their immune system as we send them off every day to the petri dish, i.e. known as the classroom. The gummies are the first gummies that we know of that have been made without corn syrup. There's no preservatives. We had to work really hard as a company to find a company that would work with us and make this gummy so that it was healthy, a healthy gummy. Wow, that's unheard of. But we don't do anything without the pet's best interest at heart and our best interest at heart. It's so important to us. So let's move on. Guys, when we're talking about this mushroom, let's just use some common sense. It is not a cure for anything. It is only about keeping our immune system supported to work optimally. Now, I talk a lot about getting customers, and I talk a lot about, what do you say to people? I believe that it's most important that you say to people, the Coriolus versicolor mushroom has 400 medical studies. That's it. That's all they need to know. It is absolutely about a healthy immune system. And if there's anything that we've learned from COVID was that our immune systems were so critical to everything else in our body. Now, I have an incredible doctor, and what he told me when we are talking to the medical world, veterinarians or doctors, they may not have had much interaction with this product or know much about it. So you do have to be conscious of the fact that they might not know about it. So we are obligated to tell our physicians and our veterinarians what our animals are taking or what we're taking, but we're actually not obligated to get permission. My doctor says he couldn't give me permission to take this. So what my doctor has told me to say to doctors is, hey, doc, I'm taking the Coriolus versicolor mushroom. Here's where you can go read the 400 medical studies on it. If you have any concerns about it, let me know. So I love that because you're taking the doctor off the hook to say yes or no, but you're also giving the doctor a place to go look at what's out there. It is pretty amazing how doctors will react when you give them that as an option, and veterinarians also. It is so important that we are respectful of what we say and that we understand that the immune system is so powerful that it can really jump in and pretty much correct from the most basic of things like allergies all the way up to the most catastrophic things like what I was facing. We have animals all the time with elevated enzyme livers, and we have tests that show maybe their liver enzyme level has gone up to 800, and then they go on our product, and then the next time they're tested, they're down to 300, and then the next time they're tested, they're back to normal. When you can have irrefutable numbers to show people, it is just so refreshing, and it also is so telling of how incredible our products are. It is also important that you make sure that people understand that the strain is important. Can you buy turkey tail in Walmart? Of course you can. Can you buy sushi at a gas station? Of course you can, but would you? It's important that people understand that our product is not only extracted at the proper state, down in the mycelia state, not in the fruited body state, but it is rigorously tested. We are tested for purity. We are also a proprietary strain. It is important that you be careful of imposters and understand. We've had people who have said, oh, I've been taking turkey tail forever. It doesn't do anything for me, or I like it or whatever. And then we say, here, take ours for a month. And I will tell you, within 2 weeks, you get a call and they go, whoa, wow, what a difference. I didn't realize that it could be so different. So it is important. Let's mind our P's and Q's. Let's do this right. And let's just talk about the support that the immune system gets from this incredible product. Now, let's go to minerals for animals. I like to say we're on a mushroom mission, a mineral mission, and a nutritional mission. It is important that you guys know that all dogs need minerals. Out in the wild, they'd be chewing on tree bark. They'd be eating dirt, rocks, licking licking rocks. They'd be getting the minerals that they needed from carcasses, from all kinds of things that they would pick up naturally. When they're in our home, they rely on us for everything. And sometimes we're making some pretty bad decisions. So we want to make sure that we are really looking at what's going on for our animals, understanding that antlers, oh my gosh, they are just filled, chock full of great minerals. We have antler splits. We have beautiful antler, whole antlers. Some people don't feel good about giving their animals antlers. I have an aggressive chewer, so I have to be really careful with it. But they are a wonderful and entertaining, wholesome, nourishing item you can give your pup. But if you don't want to do that, we have baked the antler powder, mineral-rich antler powder, which is so good for their organs. It's so good for their kidneys and their heart and their joints and their coat. This is all natural, as with everything that we do. No wheat, no soy, no preservatives, and the animals just love them, love them. As far as the toys, oh my gosh, the toys out there, they're filled with stuffings that get into their stomach. Sometimes they're swallowing the little squeaker toy, and now we have an issue there. And you just have to be so careful with the toys and treats that you're giving your dogs. But we have natural hemp rope for doggies and kitties. The little kitty has a little bell on it, and also it's packed in a little bit of catnip, so the cat can you can refresh it and entertain the cat. And then we've made the both best of both worlds. We've put an antler onto a rope. My dog loves this, and I'm going to tell you, they're a little pricey, but my dog still has the same one I gave him like 4 years ago. Plays with it all the time and loves it. And it is just a great thing to give your dog. Now we're going to take a few minutes and learn a little bit about nutrition.
Pet Nutrition is recalling select canned food products for elevated levels of vitamin D.
So why do we show this? We don't show this to badmouth any of the brands out there. The veterinarian who did this documentary was interviewed recently, and she said, if I were to make it over again, nothing would change. Nothing has changed. The only thing she did acknowledge as change is some people are starting to pay attention a little bit more to what they're putting in their doggies' stomachs and their kitty cat stomachs. Remember, they depend on us. We make the choice for them. So please choose wisely. Do your research. Mars, Smuckers, Nestle, they make 95% of our pet foods. Think about it. So we want to let you know that although there are many good foods out there, we also have our own incredible food. The Sequoia brand, oh my gosh, we have the grain-free for the cats. And again, with kitty cats, you got to give them a few exposures because they are a little finicky and they do make decisions based on what they want to do when they want to do it, unlike our loyal canine friends who will do just about anything we ask them to do. We also have this amazing chicken and brown rice, which is so good, but my personal favorite and my dog's favorite is the chicken and sweet potato. What a great food. We've also added taurine, prebiotics, and probiotics. In itself, those add a cost to the food. So when you're comparing our food apples to apples, make sure that you look at that. Also, we have added to them, again, the prebiotics, the probiotics. We've also have the ability to have them smart shipped to your home for $10. So we feed less. That's also important when you're comparing apples to apples. So what does less food mean? Less poop. Everybody loves that. And our products are just absolutely amazing. Our turkey canned food is so yummy. When I open it, it just smells so good. And then, of course, the optimum diet is the freeze-dried, grain-free dog food. We have added to this the Coriolis versicolor mushroom, and we have added to it the mineral support of antler powder. Now, I have just recently switched Cody to 50-50, our kibble and our freeze-dried, because he's older now. He's 10. I wanted him to get a little bit more of the antler powder and a little bit more of the Coriolis versicolor mushroom. Plus, we travel a lot in the RV, so it makes it a lot easier. This bag right here, this 1 pound bag makes 5 pounds. Are you kidding me? And then the cat freeze-dried, also the same thing. One makes 5 times as much. But I just felt that it was a more optimum way to get nutrition into his body. It's 200% more nutritious than kibble. And, we're trying to get Cody to drop a pound, and it's actually working. Cody is down almost a half a pound since we started this, and he loves it so much. He licks his bowl. I think he's going to lick the ceramic off his bowl. He's so excited. So we have a ton of resources to study. We have the most amazing information available for everyone. Please make sure that you're making note of this. Take a screenshot of this page, the Fantastic Fungi documentary, the mushroomstudies.co. What a place to send people to do research. I had a guy the other day say to me, why would I want to put my dog on mushroom therapy? The vet has him on this, this, and this. I'm like, well, because it's an addition to. We're not trying to tell you not to listen to your veterinarian. Make sure you talk to your veterinarian, tell them what you're doing. But why would you risk your dog's health, your dog, in this case, the dog had cancer, when you could add something to it that's not going to interfere, there are no medical interactions, and there's 400 medical studies to back it up. So again, we have so much you guys can do, the website, the videos, the testimonials, and get certified in pet nutrition. When I talk to people and tell them that I am certified in pet nutrition, everything changes. Everything changes in how they look at me and how their ears have opened. Just as with the mushroom, be compliant. Make sure you are following the rules of our company. We do not say that anything is going to cure anything. We do not make any false or misleading statements. We do not repackage food. We just use common sense, everyone. This is an incredible opportunity. My husband and I got involved with this because we wanted to save our dog. What ended up happening was I ended up having, in my opinion, my life saved and changed. But something else happened. What else happened for us was that we have been retired for many years. We have not had to touch our retirement for the past 3 years. We haven't had to touch it. You know what that means for a retired couple? That you can actually, we've just extended our retirement because this amazing reward system that the co-founders have given us, the generosity of them just for going out and helping animals and helping people. Kristen has always said, oh, I would do this for free. And I'm thinking, I get it. I would too. I'm glad I don't, but I would, because it just is so rewarding and so fulfilling. So with that, thank you so much for listening today. I love customer acquisition. Oh, I forgot 2 things. Don't forget about our amazing coffee. I'm actually drinking some of it right now in my cute little mushroom cup. And don't forget about our body balm, such great products. So I'm going to turn it over right now to our national vice president. This gentleman I've known for a lot of years, a lot of years. He is my big brother, little brother, whatever. He's taller than me, so he's my big brother, but he's younger than me, so he's my little brother. And he is a champion of champions. He has our back in the field. They work tirelessly. Kurt and Kristen, one day, I love telling this story. We had a little issue with a lot of business coming in one day because of a broadcast that we did. And Kurt and Kristen literally stayed at our house for 15 hours, 15 hours without a break, taking phone calls, doing emails, doing everything we could to make sure that our customers were taken care of properly and that everything was done right. And, you don't get that. You don't get that in most companies. And so I will tell you, not only is he a friend, but he is a great leader. And just open your ears, get your pencils out, take some notes. Mr. Kurt Ledlow, National Vice President Premier.
Thank you, Diana. You can hear me loud and clear, I'm hoping?
Yep.
Very good. Well, what a great training as usual. We really appreciate all you bring to the company. I love all the success you and Dell are experiencing, and you're real close to getting MVP knocked out. So that's exciting in itself. And looking forward to some great things together. So thank you for taking time out with us today with the people are on to learn a little more about the products and everything that you've really learned about this great company. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited to get into what we call our solid game plan here. And as we progress into all this, a couple of things to go over here with you is number one, I think you can agree from just hearing, about the timings and trends, what's going on out there. We couldn't be sitting at a better time at this company. It's always great to have consumable products, so we're not changing any buying habits. I think you can agree with that statement alone. Most of us feed our pets better than we feed ourselves. And there's such a transition with people understanding more so than ever due to COVID-19, the importance of keeping their immune systems healthy. So we're hitting a perfect time in business, and we really feel like we have tomorrow's newspaper today. There's no question. And so when we bring that in with a very innovative and generous rewards program, ladies and gentlemen, it can be extremely exciting. And so we're going to get in that in a minute, but beforehand, I want to highlight a few folks that are just really having some great success and pushing extremely hard. Redacted is number one in December in production. Happy Pets. Now, these are for people that are regional director, premier, and above. That could be a regional vice president, a national vice president. Q&P number 4, and Success System number 5. And kicking off this month, which the momentum is just super exciting. We can see how much momentum we had at the end of the year. It's just transitioned right over into January. And Happy Pets is number 1 for January, and we know 2. Mark's Pets number 3, Success System 4, and Alpha comes in at 5. Congratulations to you guys. And to highlight a couple of new promotions, we highlighted Dell last week. We're highlighting her again this week. The regional director, premier in the company. Such a great leader, having super success to the tune of, creating really great income, high 5-figure, great producer, having a lot of success. And congratulations to you, Francine Fosdick, as well. coming in on fire and pushing quickly through the ranks of the company. Well on our way as well, like Dell is, to regional vice president. So congratulations to you two. You'll be hearing from him as well throughout our trainings and different things that are going on, how they did it and how quickly they've been able to transform and grow through the company. So ladies and gentlemen, out of respect for your time, let's get right into this information. What I encourage you to do as we go through this today is, if there's things that maybe you're confused about or things you just want to learn more about, take a quick screenshot so that you can read about it, or you can get with one of the leaders you're working with. There's some great leaders, many regional vice presidents that are on today, and national vice presidents that are listening in with us. And again, congratulations to all the new people that have jumped on with us. But make sure you're taking those screenshots. It'll really help you as we talk about this. Now, understand, amongst everything that's going on, I was reading a statistic this morning that 59% of people are living paycheck to paycheck. 64% of people don't even have $1,000 in their savings account if something were to happen that they needed that thousand for. I think you can agree more so than ever. People are looking for opportunities, especially with it being the first of the year. As they've gone through the year, the distractions are behind them. They're literally looking at the amount of monies that they spent over the holidays. You look at the amount of people that have stacked out their credit card debt. That statistic's 46% of people have maxed out their credit cards. So people are looking, people are open to what we're doing. We're going to talk more about that aspect as I go through and get through this rewards program. But understand, if you're not talking to people and getting the word out, you're really missing out because of what's happening here with just our economy, and then the great services that we provide here with Pet Club in terms of our products. So let's get into talking about this rewards program. I think after we go through this, you're going to have a better, clear vision of what we're doing here. But no one expects you to understand this fully, especially if this is the first time that you're seeing it. Now, in our company, we love the fact that we have two ways that people can join. One, they can get enrolled with us as what we call our brand advocate. This means they earn 3 different ways to get paid. It's more of an affiliate program. It's great for those people that are boarders, breeders, groomers. Maybe, they'll tell you, and we've had this happen in the past, where, hey, I don't have time to work the network marketing side, or sometimes they'll say they don't like network marketing. Well, great, just get in this side, get started. They always seem to transition over to our network marketing or brand influencer side as they see what's happening in their organization. So they become actually lovers of our industry. So, you're going to earn 3 ways that way. And the brand influencer program just means that as you've enrolled with us, you purchased our certification course, one of our business builder packs, and you're off and running with more ways to earn in the company. Now, we're going to talk about that as we go through this. But before we get into the earning potential, let's talk about what we call enrollment and placement in our company. You see, the company gives you 10 days once you get somebody started with us to place them where you might like to place them in your organization. So I'm going to roll this out and I'm going to explain how this works. So you get enrolled. Let's say that you're in our company, you bring me into the company, and I get started. Now, our goal with Pet Club is to always get 3 teams started. So if you're building things from the perspective of recruiting, get 3 teams in place and get those teams supported, growing, so that we can transition them into positions in the company. And it gives you this flexibility, if you're a recruiter or out getting people in, to place them wherever you would like. Now, as an enroller, all that simply means is if you remain the enroller of somebody you personally recruit, no matter where you place them, you will always earn the bonuses from them and their team. And the flexibility of this is something I truly love, because let's say that you recruited me, you placed me below Lisa in this team. Now, you remained the enroller because you recruited me, but maybe even more so, Lisa, John, and Peter don't know who I am. You're going to be spending all your time working with me. So you deserve to earn all the bonuses that are going to come from me and my team support. However, by placing me under Lisa, you bring some great value to Lisa, John, and Peter. By putting me there, Lisa, John, and Peter are going to get all the billing volume from our customers that is created, and they're going to earn the residual portion of our comp plan we're going to talk about depending on where I fall in the tier beneath them. So it benefits them very well. So you could do that option, remain the enroller, or you could turn around and place me under Lisa and make Lisa the enroller. Therefore, Lisa, John, Peter, and you would earn any of the bonuses that come from that. Now, depending on how deep your team is, will dictate a lot of how you enroll, who you make the enroller, whether you keep it or you make them the enroller. But just understand it's a great, great model in our company because it gives you flexibility, but also gives you, as a recruiter, the ability to decide how you want to create this. Now, you can always put somebody direct to you as you're growing out your organization. But once again, we say start with 3. You're going to see that that'll help you get to these positions a lot quicker. So let's talk about the different types of rewards. As we do that, understand, as in any situation, any company, if you get involved and you are a secret agent, don't expect to probably earn very much. You see, if you're doing a little bit, you can expect to earn a little bit. And if you're doing a lot, you can expect to earn a lot. It's just a matter of applying yourself to our systems, what we're doing, because we do know that systems create predictability. And if you can follow a system, you're going to find some great success along with that. So let's talk about the first way that you earn income from both the brand advocate position and influencer sign-up model. First and foremost, you're going to earn offline retail sales. Every one of our products is denoted of an offline retail price that you can charge. Why is that there? Well, some people, as they get their packages when they start, they might, at a home meeting, resell it for that amount. They'll let people know they can go directly to the site and get the wholesale pricing there, but they'll sell it there, or they'll have a farmer's market, a pet event, or different things like that. You'll have different people that'll carry it in their small mom and pop shops. Remember, our company will not allow this to be sold on Amazon. It will not be in big box stores, but that small mom and pop shop, those boarders, breeders, groomers, will a lot of times carry it in there, recommend it, and they'll charge a little more. So this gives that flexibility of doing so and some great additional ways to earn money. Now, the first way we pay out from our rewards program is that you're going to earn 15 to 20% on any of your personal customers to refer. Now, it's 15% up till you hit $1,000 in billing. Now, as soon as you get $1,000 in personal billing, all that customer volume that you created, that 1,000 jumps to 20%, and all the customers you get thereafter will be at 20%. So a quick example of this, ladies and gentlemen, if you had 500 in what we call personal commissionable billing volume, what does that mean? Well, look down here. All this simply means that all of our products are 100% commissionable, other than the Sequoia dry and canned food is 50% commissionable. What does that mean? Well, let's use a simple number. Let's say that it's you bought a $50 bag of Sequoia dry dog food. You would get your commission based on $25 of that. And the reason for that is to keep the price of our food reasonable so that people can afford it, so that people want it. If it's too high a priced, well, as you know, we're probably not going to sell a whole lot of that. So that is why that's there, on top of all the shipping costs that have happened over the course of the last several years. Everything else is 100% commissionable. So, if somebody's buying something at $50 aside from Sequoia dry or canned food, they're getting a full commission off that. They'd earn their commission off the full $50. I hope that makes sense. Ask, reach out if you have questions. So 1,000 in personal commissionable billing volume at 20% would be 200 a month. 10,000 would be 2,000. There's so many people in our company that have exceeded that on a personal level, and you're going to love in our company. You could hit any position we're about to talk about based on volume. You can also hit it, of course, based on positioning, which you're going to see here momentarily, but we love that about it. So understand that as you get going in our company, your goal is to get those 3 people started with you. Well, again, talk about what that looks like, but also it's important you get 2 customers knocked out right away so that you become a brand advocate plus. Now, remember, you can be one of your own customers, but find another one. You might be buying $158 in product yourself. Get one other customer buying anything, and you are now a brand advocate plus. This opens up what is called tier 2 to you. So tier 2, now that any of the people you introduce or those 3 teams you start, you're going to get a 5% override on all the cells that they go out and acquire as well. So if we took a quick example and just say, John, Lisa, and Peter enrolled with you. John had 500, Lisa 5,000, 1,500 for Peter. That's $350 a month based on that 7,000 in billing at 5%. Nice little additional income that's coming in on your way to hitting the upper level positions in our company, getting a great story for you, a great testimonial. Just nice to know that that's available to you. Now, what happens here is this is where all of our positioning ends. This is where excuse me, I got distracted there. This is where if you signed up as a brand advocate, this is where the commissions stop, and this is where they continue as a brand influencer. This is where you can start hitting the positioning. And this is why you'll see that it's very nice to be on this side of what we're doing here because of all the revenue that is here. And I'll tell you, this bonus payout system is phenomenal. And here's the ways that you become a regional manager. And by the way, congratulations to all of you that have recently been started with our company and hit regional manager. All the regional managers that are on today, congratulations to all of you for your success and helping get our company to where it is today and where it's going. But to do that, there's 2 ways to do it. You can personally enroll those 3 people in which we've talked about doing, place them in your team in 3 separate teams, help them get their 2 customers, and congratulations, you're a regional manager. Now, also, you could get that 1,000 in billing volume combined through you and a team, and you'll also be a regional manager in our company. So again, you're not limited on how to do that. Why is that important? It's going to open up tiers 3, 4, and 5, so a total of 5.5% more to you. If we put a quick matrix together to look at this and we said, look, if everyone averaged 3 brand advocates with 2 customers, ladies and gentlemen, our customer to rep ratio is 16-to-1 in our company, and a $49 average bill. Why do we use that average? Well, that's where when people are on Smart Ship, they get their free shipping, but our average customer spends well over $158 a month. So that's a fair number to put in. And we said, look, if you went out and you found those 3 people and you created a system and taught everyone to do the same, you'd have a little over 100 people that are out spreading the Pet Club message. Everyone averaged 2 customers. You'd have a customer base that exceeds 200. With these percentages, add them in, hey, a little over $430 per month if this scenario worked out the way that we're showing. Some will do more, some will do less. Understand that. This is a hypothetical. But ladies and gentlemen, as you start advancing through our rewards program, your next goal would be to get this regional director status knocked out as quickly as possible. Now, what does this mean? Well, on this position, it takes 12,000 in cells. Now, 12,000 in cells can come from your own cells. It can come from one team of cells, of which you can use 8,000 from that team. The other 4,000 would come from you yourself in customers and bonus or product and alpha pack production, things like that. But this is, again, why 3 teams, because as those 3 teams are growing, it'll help you achieve those positions quicker. Once you achieve 12,000 in cells, this opens up more tiers of pay. Of course, you're earning more bonuses and things like that that we'll be speaking about here momentarily. But at this position, it opens up tiers 6 and 7. Now you have 6.5%. If we do a hypothetical like we just spoke about, things change a lot here. Obviously, now because you're a regional manager, it opens up those 2 tiers. Your customer base has grown, or I mean your IBO base, your brand advocate, brand influencer base has grown. The amount of customers that you've achieved is a lot larger. It's exceeded 2,000. You plug in these percentages, ladies and gentlemen, and now you're seeing a little difference in the amount of money that you're generating. Now, of course, understand that this can fluctuate. This can be lower, it can be higher. It just depends on how well this team is put together and how many customers your team has acquired. Now, this, in some cases, for many people, has enabled them to go full time with us in our company. It's really nice to know that that revenue is there. Now, as we get to RVP, what happens here? Well, as RVP and you achieve this position, there's two ways to do this. Through those 3 teams that you started, help somebody in each of those separate teams become what is called a regional director premier. You're going to learn about that momentarily, or get a total of 60,000 in your team, of which you can use 28,000 from one team towards the 60 to help you advance to that position. Okay, that opens up these 2 tiers. Obviously, there's more revenue. You're getting 7.5% more there on the 0.5% on the 6th level and 7% on the, or I'm sorry, 0.5% on the 8th and 9% or 7% on the 9th. Boy, I am tongue tied today. I don't know why, but look at what this looks like. As we develop this out, we're growing the team. You're seeing that that team is getting larger. Now you've created a team that exceeds, close to 10,000 people out spreading the Pet Club message. As you do that and getting this going, you've got a lot larger customer base. Your percentages are larger, ladies and gentlemen. And, if you were able to do a scenario like this, you can see that that can generate some very powerful income. Understand there's people that do this 25% right, 50% right, but there's a lot of money, and there's people that could do this even larger than what we're talking about here because of the different types of numbers that we're using in this hypothetical. It's very powerful, it's very exciting, and really gives you an understanding of what the potential can be when we're dealing with residual income. Now, National Vice President, why is this an important position to achieve? And by the way, congratulations to all you regional directors, all you regional vice presidents, and the people that are just making it happen in the company. And of course, the national vice presidents in our company that are really helping people be successful. Is a great position. This is why you want to accomplish this. And to do that, you can help create a regional vice president premier in 3 separate teams. And you may have more teams started by this time, but find a regional vice president premier in one of those teams, and or get 250,000 in monthly billing, of which you can use 100,000 in sales from each team to go towards that 250. This is an incredible position. Why? Because they add 2% to every one of these tiers now. So if you're at 20% on your personal customers, now you go to 22. Tier 2 goes to 7%, 2.25%, 2.25%, and so on and so forth. But most importantly, as a national vice president, you earn 2% of all the sales that are occurring below this 9th tier. So you could have, 500,000, $1 million in sales, a couple of 100,000. 2% adds up quickly there down to the next person in your team that also achieves national vice president. Then you get a 1% override of that. And then even 0.5% of the next national vice president and 0.5% of the next. The company has really done a good job to make sure that people can create a long-term business structure here. Carry 2 customers, ladies and gentlemen, and every one of these positions can be attained. They're not telling you every month you have to go out and acquire this many customers, that many customers. I love this about our company. They're really put this together as network marketers to benefit the network marketers in our company. Now, we've talked about the residual you can earn. Remember, the residual is paid out on the 10th of the following month. So all that is accumulated throughout the month. They pay you a check then. These bonuses we're going to talk about are paid out on a week-to-week basis. And so these are exciting as people get enrolled in the company. As people get involved, our goal is to get their 2 customers out of the way, and that releases these bonuses. These bonuses are phenomenal. And how do they work? Well, I'm going to roll them all out. And as you know, when people enroll with us, there's a few options they have. They can buy our $199 pack. They can become certified in pet nutrition and buy our $299 certified pet nutrition course. the $4.99 pack or the $9.99 pack. And see, as this occurs, these bonuses are paid out depending on the rank you hold in the company. So you can see the differences in regional manager for the $1.99 pack, the $4.99 pack, and the $9.99 pack. As a regional director, you can see that these bonuses increase, and that's very exciting as you start ranking up. Now, you might notice that as a regional vice president, it's 20, 30, and 100 respectively. So the bulk of the monies are paid out to these positions, but these can roll up. What does that mean? Well, look, if you're a regional director, and let's say that you personally recruit me into the company, I buy the $9.99 pack. You're going to earn a $130 regional director bonus plus the $50 for a total of $180 bonus as I get enrolled in the company and get started. Very nice bonuses that roll out. And so as a regional vice president or national vice president, all these can roll up to you depending on the rank that you hold. But if somebody resides in one of those positions and say that I'm a regional manager in your team, I recruit somebody, buys a $9.99 pack because I'm the regional manager, I'll earn the $50 bonus, you'll earn the $130 bonus. There's generational bonuses. We're going to talk about those in a moment. We love those generational bonuses, but let's say you're a regional director in our company. You have 40 people joined for the month. They get started, they get going. 15 purchase the $199, 10 the $499 as they get started, and 10 the $999. And maybe you directly enrolled 5 that purchase the $499. Well, that would be an extra $3,275 if you go in and do the math of this, on top of all the commissions and things you can earn. A great way to earn income in our company. We love these bonuses. The generational bonus just simply means this. If I'm in your team, you're a regional director, and I become a regional director, for all the $999 packs that I have brought in through the recruiting in our team, you earn a $20 bonus override. 30 here and 60 here. So, this causes us to want to see a lot of success. You should always want to do that anyway. You should want to see people be more successful than you are and watch them advance through the ranks of the company. That's the best thing that could ever happen to you when it comes to our industry, is just helping others get what they want. And because of that, you're still rewarded for it. It's very exciting. It's a great system. And these turn out to be very, very lucrative as well, as you're helping people also have success in our company. Now, we talked about the business builder packs when people get started with us. One of the dynamics of this rewards program that I love so much is that as you're building this company out and recruiting is happening, all those bonuses we spoke about are getting paid out to you. You're generating that residual income pool as well. But alpha packs are for people that want to bulk buy. They're for people that want to do farmers markets, pet events. They're for people that, maybe they're dealing with something and they want to buy a lot of the product. So you'll get a lot of customers that buy these. And you can see that there's a $4.99 and a $9.99 pack. With the $4.99 pack, you're going to get $610 in product. With the Alpha Turbo pack at $9.99, you get $1,300 in product. But look at the bonuses that these pay out to the field. And ladies and gentlemen, we see a very high percentage of people in our team that are buying these packages on a weekly or a monthly basis, so that they can go out and they can promote their, the business at a farmer's market festival. We'll see boarders, breeders, groomers that'll buy these to, keep their inventory up in their stores. And it's very exciting because these bonuses roll out and pay out just like we spoke about with the business builder bonuses. But when you might have some months that recruiting is a little lower for whatever reason, which sometimes happens in November and December, right? You have these balancing out that. You have these bonuses that are hitting your books, and they are very lucrative. It's amazing how exciting they are. They also have the generational bonus. And then we talked about the certification bonus. These are great because these are paid out when people buy our certification course. Remember that this course is accredited by the CPD, which is one of the highest accreditation standards out there. It's a globally recognized course, and it really sets you apart by getting this course from a better understanding of what we're doing, but brings tons of credibility to you. Don't feel like you have to have this course to be successful. There's plenty of people that are successful without it, but it is a great thing to have just because of what it does and the success people are having that carry it. Now, these bonuses are great the way they pay out. We've got a couple of examples here. You can take a screenshot of those if you'd like, just to get an understanding. We have boarders, breeders, groomers, transporters, people that will buy this to set themselves apart from their competition in their respective professions. So it's a great thing to have, not just for people like us that are out promoting the pet club opportunity, but also for people in their respective positions. Now, what I love best about our rewards program is what I'm about to share with you now. And this is our premier positioning. So we talked about regional director, regional vice president, national vice president. There's a designation in our company called premier. And so that's just adding an extra P to each of those positions. And we call these premier positions. Now, all the positioning and everything that you could achieve with regional director, regional vice president, and national vice president, everything counts towards you hitting those positions, which is great because it opens up more tiers of pay, larger bonuses that you can earn. The alpha packs, the business builder packs count for, your growth there. To hit the premier designation, it's only customer based, which means any of your SmartShip customers that you acquire and your team acquires, and any people that are buying product on a monthly basis that aren't on SmartShip, just an accumulation of all that. So to hit this position, you would also need $12,000 here to do it. No different than RDP, except again, this is customer production only, customer sales volume only. And once you achieve the 12,000, the 60,000, and then the 250,000 benchmark from just customer sales, you earn this designation. Now, this is exciting because the company takes a percentage of their gross revenues and they split it and give a third of that to that bonus pool of regional directors of 12 premiers, 12,000 in sales. 1/3 goes to the RVPPs and a third goes to the national vice president premiers in our company. It's an exceptional additional monthly check on top of the bonuses, the commissions. It really sets people up for success. But what I love most is it's almost as if you have ownership in our company because you're getting a share of the gross revenues. It really does some great things for all of us. We have a great promotional retreat, ladies and gentlemen, that, companies like us love to do. Our company, as you hit the regional vice president position in our company, by the end of this year, they're going to send you on what we call a vacation because they take care of airfare for you and one other person, your spouse, your brother, your best friend, whatever. And they also take care of excursions and food and hotels. They really, just take care of the people that have really stretched themselves to get this position knocked out, be a difference maker in our life of a pet or a human. And we're real excited about this up and coming one and all the new people that qualified for that. And we get to rub shoulders with the founders and, of course, the other leaders in the company to get to know them at a better level. It's really just an exceptional time, ladies and gentlemen. And so I'm going to quickly play what that looks like. And then we're going to move on to the next segment of training here with Pet Club.
We are looking forward to seeing all of you here at the next retreat.
Everybody should be here.
Amazing. I don't think I've ever had more fun jet skiing before.
That was without a doubt the best time I ever had out on a jet ski with everybody.
Yes, I want to do it again. This is my first time in my whole life.
Yeah.
All the way around the island, 26.7 miles.
Woo!
today the conversation that I had for 5 hours driving down to Key West with one of the co-founders I was blessed and humble enough to sit next to. We had conversations that will change my life forever.
The co-founders have gone way out of their way. This is better than a 5-star resort down here. Jet skiing, parasailing. You have to do whatever it takes to come on down here.
I can't say enough. You know, this is all about consistent daily activity. Just do something every day for your pet club business, and you're going to be here with us, just enjoying each other and taking a piece of this home with our hearts, and I am thankful that we're here.
Not only are we so grateful for the generosity of the co-founders showing their appreciation for us and all the hard work that we do, that means so much to all of us, but just the conversations that we've had, the ideas that's been shared, the vision that we've all really wrapped our hearts around has just been so inspiring.
We're having a tremendous time. This is an incredible location. I can't wait for those of you that qualify for RVP and above to get out here next year so that you can take part in this amazing retreat. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's just some ideas of some of the great things that this company is doing for the people that are really helping us get to where we're going. And on top of it, as was mentioned earlier, if you jumped on a little late, we want to kind of go over this again. This is a great promotion for people that are just getting started with us, getting going. If you get enrolled with us this past month, or you've got enrolled last month, you'll still qualify for this as this was rolled over into this month. And you go out and find those 3 people to get started with you. You're probably thinking of 3 right now that love pets or looking to maybe put a child through college or looking for a family vacation or just a way to offset this economy. Find those 3 people, help them get started, and help them as well as yourself go out and get 3 personal SmartShip customers. The company's going to reward you with a $300 bonus. Now, if you're already in the company and you help somebody do that, for every 3 people you help, you also get an additional $300 for doing it. So it's just a great way to kick the business off. And no matter what happens, you're going to have some great residuals starting to hit your books, some bonuses, things like that. And of course, you'll be a regional manager in our company. And so I'm excited now, ladies and gentlemen, to bring the next individual on. You get to hear from another national vice president premiering the company today. And she is just an absolute rock star in what we're doing here. And what I mean by that is she's just very helpful. She has no ego. She cares about just seeing the success of other people. And that's really why she is where she's at today. I've just had the benefit of watching her because I live with her. And she is my wonderful wife, but she's just done such amazing things. My gratitude for her and what she's done, I can't even express it. She's just such a wonderful, caring individual. And so she's going to help you understand some of the great things that you can utilize with your app. She's going to help you understand how you can get this information out to people. I know we've gone a little long today and we apologize for that, but please stay on to get this information. It'll be very helpful to you in just the next 15 minutes as to how to go out and really take this business to high levels of success. And with that, please welcome Kristen Ludlow to the training call.
Thank you so much, Kurt. That was incredible. We're just so grateful for you sharing all of your business experience and your business acumen with us all and helping us understand how to really maximize our return with what we're doing with Pet Club 24/7, because it is so important that we're redistributing all of these resources that have been spent. We're redirecting that spending and then redistributing all those resources and putting them into good people's hands. That is the heart behind the rewards program, is let's get all of these resources, put them into good people's hands so that we can affect change on a local level. And so it's really, really powerful what the rewards program can not only do for you and your family, but also for your neighbors, for your city, for your community, and all of the lives that you impact as well. So like Kurt said, I am going to go through the Pet Club 24/7 launch because it's key that you make sure that everyone that gets started really understands what to do next. Now, this launch sheet is available right when you get started. It's in the welcome email. It's also available in your back office. It's available on the app, both in the tools section and also in the learning modules that are on the app. There are 5 simple steps that we want to do right as soon as someone gets started. So if you need to print this out or whatever you need to do to help put these into your mind so we can help people get started right is best. So the first step, of course, we're going to help them join the movement so they can choose which option works best for them, whether they decide to join our affiliate marketing side as a brand advocate or our network marketing side with the brand influencer designation. Now, the next step is to download the app. And when you log into your app, it uses the same login credentials as your back office. So if you change your back office login or password, then it's going to change your app password. If you're having problems logging into your app, you can always log into your back office and change your password or whatever you need to do there. Now, the third step is to help them experience the benefits and set up a smart chip from their own website if they'd like. This is not mandatory, but if they do want to try the products, this is a step that we recommend. The fourth thing is to share the vision. There are multiple ways to share. We always encourage people to share with at least 10 people in their first 7 days. So in their first week, let's reach out to 10 people that we care about and share the vision with them. There's the Pet Health 101. There's our rewards overview. There are podcasts we can share, research articles, videos in the documentary, products, the website, brochures and flyers. So there are multiple ways to share. And then last, we want to encourage people to invest in their growth and get them plugged into the Pet Club 24/7 community. So we're going to walk through that step by step. So of course, once they get started, we're going to help them download the app. It makes your life 90% more simple. You could either go in your back office and scan those QR codes to download the app on your phone, or if you don't know how to use apps, you can always click on in your back office where it says desktop version, and you can operate it off of your desktop or your computer as well. Now, it's also going to help you keep track of your contacts. You receive notification when content is viewed, so there's high visibility there, which allows you to reach out to people when they take an action or when you notice something. It allows our contacts to request more information for us. So once they viewed the content, they can always reach back out to us and ask us for more information. It allows you to create follow-ups and reminders. It helps you to track your progress. You receive badges for learning. So there are so many different functions that the app has. Now, the next step, if you want to try the products, is to become your own customer. And this is really important. So all you'll do is you'll go to your own website, shop from it like you would normally shop from a website. And when you go to check out, you're going to create a new customer account for yourself. This allows you to familiarize yourself with the process so you can help others navigate through it. When you're using the products yourself and you have your own experiences, it helps you to build belief in what the products can do. You're also able to earn rewards when you use the products since you get your commissions. And it also allows you to help others understand the smart ship value, which is very convenient to have it all shipped directly to your door front every single month, and they can save money on the shipping when the order's over $49. And then most importantly, as you're creating a base of smart ship customers, it creates a long-term substantial income for you. That's where a lot of the residual is. Now, the next step is to share the vision, and we are not in the business of convincing anyone to do anything that they don't want to do. So all we're doing is we're reaching out and we're attracting the people that we want to work with to us. So there are very specific types of people that we want to share the vision with. If they're groomers, boarders, breeders, trainers, rescuers, who do you know that loves animals or has pets? Who do you know that's relationship oriented or influential? Who do you know that's goal oriented, self-motivated or ambitious? Who do you know that's entrepreneurial or experienced in sales or business? Who do you know who's looking for improved finances or time freedom? Who do you know who's open to or lives a natural, healthy, active lifestyle? Who do you know that's positive, passionate, or inspiring? Or who do you know that's in a phase of life that supports pursuing a purpose? These are the type of people that we want to reach out to. And I guarantee every single one of you that are on the Zoom right now fall into at least one, if not multiple of those categories. This is our tribe. This is who we want to work with, these types of people. So you can always pull this list up on our training site, PetSystemGuide.com, and use it as a memory jogger and start thinking of people that fall into these different categories so that you can reach out to them and share the vision with them. Now, again, there are several ways to effectively share. We can do live Pet Health 101s, or we can do them online via Zoom. The company also offers them weekly via Zoom. We do the rewards overview live or online. There are the podcasts that you can share. There's the documentary. We have testimonials and videos that we can share. There are research articles, your personal website. You can even share specific products with people as you're talking to them, and they have a very specific need. You can send that exact product to them, which removes a lot of that friction of someone having to try to navigate through your website. Makes it really simple. They could read about it and buy it. Just 2 clicks. You can also use the slides that are all available in our back office on the app and on our PetSystemGuide.com as well, and flyers and brochures. So there are multiple ways to get the information out. I recommend using ways that would most resonate best with the person that you're talking to. So what do you feel they need to know? Send them that information that will approach them from what they're interested in or what would be most helpful for them. Now, a lot of people ask, well, how do I invite them to a live meeting or one of the webinars? Or how do I ask them to watch one of these videos or check out one of these research articles? We do have language templates available on our training site, PetSystemGuide.com. I'm not going to go through them all because there are so many, but on the Connect, Share, and Invite page, there are several inviting templates, samples of what to text people. If you're going to networking events, or let's say you have a booth at an event and someone asks you, what do you do? There's a template for a 30-second commercial so you can explain in 30 seconds who you are and what you do very clearly. There are nonprofit scripts. So if you're working with anyone trying to raise money, like a church or a youth sports team or a rescue, any nonprofit, what we personally do is when we're working with a nonprofit, I just pay their $15 a month as a donation to them. And then they announce their partnership with Pet Club 24/7 and let people know that when people purchase these products through their link, we give them 20% of those sales. So it helps to fund their efforts and it helps to support the work that they're doing. And so we already have a little template of what they can add to their newsletter or post on social media or, add to their website to announce that partnership. So there are lots of templates available for you. If they have any questions, just let them know. That's a great question. Most of your questions will be answered either at my house or on the Zoom or on the webinar or in the article based off of whatever you're sending them. And then afterward, you can let me know if there's anything else you'd like to know. The reason you don't want to get into a question and answer session is because every answered question leads to 2 more questions. So you don't want to go down that path. And the material that we have answers 99% of their questions anyway. So it's better for us to use our energy and our efforts to encourage them to watch the information or be present when we're sharing the information. And then afterward, we can answer any specific or customized questions that they might have. Now, live meetings are my absolute favorite way to build. You don't have to do it this way, but it's just so personal. It's so casual. We have a very, very high conversion rate. 8 out of 10 people who attend one of our live meetings ends up either becoming a customer or a business partner. And the other 2 end up promoting it for you, end up sharing it with other people they know or connecting you with other people. So these are very, very effective way to get more customers and to find more business partners. So if you are hosting a live meeting via Zoom, make sure you organize your background. That's very important. Have the light on in front of you. So there's a light in front of me right now, so you can actually see my face. Test your microphone and send a text reminder 15 minutes prior, because when people are at home or in their office, time just goes by and then they're like, oh my goodness, it's time to jump on, and it just comes up really quickly. So we want to send out reminders for them. Now, if you're doing your live meeting either via Zoom or at your house, this is going to be the structure of it. First, you're going to introduce your pet if you have one. Next, you're going to share why Pet Club 24/7 is important to you. So you're either going to share your own story of something that happened to you, or you're going to share what has inspired you to become a part of this movement with people. And then let the people in the room or on the Zoom know that this is something that you're very passionate about and you're taking it seriously. Next, you're going to introduce the speaker, or if you're sharing the video, if you're sharing the Pet Health 101 video or the documentary, you're going to introduce that content and share why you're thankful that we're all watching it, or that it inspired you, or it was insightful, or it helped you to what it helped you to understand, whatever it may be. Next, during the presentation, make sure you're paying attention. No distractions, because people will mimic what you do. So if you're engaged and paying attention, they will all be engaged and paying attention. And then most importantly, afterward, thank everyone for their support. This is crucial because the most valuable thing that people own is their time and their attention. So if they're giving you their time and their attention for any reason, we should be very appreciative of that, because that's very supportive of them. So I never apologize if I invited someone, maybe they something came up, there was an emergency and they couldn't make it or something. I never apologize for who's not there. I always thank whoever is there, and I let them know how much I appreciate having their time and their attention for those moments. Okay, that's very, very important. Now, after they've seen the information, we want to enroll them successfully, which is helping them make the decision that's best for them. So guide your guests on deciding which products would be most helpful for them. Then we ask a really simple question. Would you like to order those from my website, or did you want me to help you set up your own website so that you can earn the rewards? That's all I say. If they say, oh, I'll just order it through your website, then we help set them up as a customer. So have them visit your website link. Always recommend the Smart Ship so they can be sure they're getting their essential supplies every month, and they can save money on the shipping if the order's over $49. Let them know it is very easy to modify, delete, or even pause the Smart Ship if they need to. So it's so flexible for them. Then if they say, oh, I'll just order it through my own website, then we're going to set them up as an advocate or an influencer, which only takes a couple of minutes to do. So again, we're going to have them visit your link. Then we're going to help them choose which program works best for them, whether it's to get started right away as a brand advocate or get started with the brand influencer designation. Now, if for some reason they don't have the means, but they want to be an influencer, we can always get them started as a brand advocate. It's less than $15 to get started, and their website's available immediately, so they can start ordering from it or getting other customers. And at any point, they can upgrade and level up to a brand influencer. There's no time limit on it. That's very important to let people know. Now, if they are interested in the brand influencer designation, there are two ways. They can either take advantage of our pet nutrition certification course, which is accredited by the CPD, who went through a rigorous 6-month process where they did an in-depth assessment of our curriculum. And they also verified our company's credibility as the source of that information. So that's why this certification is recognized globally and also industry-wide. Or they can take advantage of one of our business builder packs. Now, of course, the turbo pack for $9.99 is by far the best value. And you can always add the pet nutrition certification in, because the $4.99 and the $9.99 packs are customizable. However, we never want to stretch people beyond their means or put them in an uncomfortable or compromising situation. So make sure whatever decision they make is something that they're comfortable with and that is they're staying within their means for. Now, after we have them enrolled, we're going to plug them into our community so they can get launched and tap into the massive amount of support that's available for them. So we do have a comprehensive, and I mean very comprehensive, training site that we put together called PetSystemGuide.com. From there, they're able to join all of our support groups. They can watch the launch video. They have the Brand Advocate Resources page, which has a lot of content that they can use for their own marketing, whether through social media or online, or if they're doing events, whatever way they want to share Pet Club 24/7, the resources are available on the Brand Advocate Resources page. We also have a complete product guide that they can download and a quick product guide, which is literally a snapshot. What condition does your pet have? This is what to give them. So it's really easy. Now we also have what's called the Alpha Planner on the PetSystemGuide.com homepage, and you can kind of see it at the bottom of this page. If you're shooting for the Power of 3 bonus, I recommend downloading that Alpha Planner, because all you do is you share the vision, and as people are inspired to become customers, you write down their names on the customer line. And as people are inspired to become brand advocates, you write their names down on the brand advocate lines. Then, as your brand advocates are sharing, as they get their customers, you write their customers down, and if they get brand advocates, you write their names down as well. If you fill out that Alpha Planner sheet, if you fill out the whole sheet, you'll be a regional manager. So if you can get really good at developing regional managers on your team, if you can become a regional manager machine, that's how you get to national vice president more quickly, is by getting really, really good at building regional managers. They're the building block of our structure. They're the building block of our company. So I love the Alpha Planner because it makes it more like a game for people. It's very simple to get them focused on filling in the blanks, right? Yeah, share the information and then fill in the blanks. And once you filled out that sheet, that whole sheet, then you will be qualified in the next position and able to make more bonuses and more commissions. So that's a very helpful document. And then last but not least, we want to plug everyone into our community. We are with you every step of the way. There's a very skilled and passionate team that wants nothing more than your success. Pet Club 24/7 is a place where the masses can win. It's a place where there's plenty of room for everyone to thrive. It's a place of abundance and prosperity. And we have a very supportive team that will help you navigate your way through that and help you to accomplish whatever God's put on your heart to accomplish, whether that's a small amount, like making enough to cover your own expenses every month, or whether it's something like hitting national vice president, which I'm so grateful for, because now that I have more resources, I'm able to give more and I'm able to be more generous with what God has blessed us with. We have a saying that we're blessed to be a blessing to others. So whatever you're trying to accomplish, Pet Club 24/7 and this team is a great way to get there. So we do have our Saturday training Zooms, the one that you're on right now. We do put the replay in your back office. So when you log into your back office and scroll down, you'll see where it says Saturday training replay. That's very important, because you might have someone that gets started in your team on Sunday, and they don't want them to have to wait all the way until Saturday, especially when they're really excited to start digging in and learning what they want to learn. So they could always watch the Saturday training replay. And then we also have our pup rally in Simi Valley. They haven't announced the date and time yet, but as soon as that is announced, it will be available at petclub247events.com. So we'll keep you guys updated and let you know when they announce the next event. But again, we appreciate every single one of you. Thanks for staying on a little bit later so that we could share with you how to launch people correctly and get them started on the right foot. We appreciate your hearts. Thank you for being a voice for those that don't have one. Thank you for helping us change this world, one pet, one person at a time. As we work our way toward 1 million voices, we're grateful that you're one of those. So let's continue to go out. Let's continue to plant seeds and water them and share the vision and share all the incredible things that are happening for pets and for people when the body just has the natural support that it deserves. We pray that each and every one of you are staying safe and strong and healthy, and we hope you'll have a wonderful and blessed weekend.